Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Hen and this is Crafting from the Broom Closet. And today I'm continuing with my altered playing cards using prompts. So this is what we did last time, the first video. These are the Kings of Spades and they had the prompts Stained Glass and Tropical Island. Autumn, Colours Abstract, and Dreamy, what was the other one? Dreamy Cluster, I think it was, or Collage, one or the other. I can't remember now. There was also another prompt, because I'm using 6 prompts per thing, and the prompt was greeting. So I said, aloha. I was going to put the word aloha on there, but I didn't. Anyway, so this is the round one. The video is absolutely way too long, so I'm going to do the next round. Still 3 cards, but I'm going to break it up into 3 videos for you, so it's not an hour and a half, 2 hours of watching, because that's just a little bit too long. So let's move these out of the way. Let's bring in the next cards, which are your Queens of Spades. I had to think. Oh, that light's just catching that queen a bit too much. There we go. That's better. So Queen of Spades, and we are going to pick out our 6 words from my box. Got quite a few in there. I'm going to just randomly pick them out. So the first one is Christmas tree. Yay. The next one is thankful. Okay. Then we have torn edges. Oh, I like that one. Let's put that one back in. Then we have jewels and crystals. Oh, that might be a bit awkward. Don't know what I've got in the way of jewels and crystals. I mean, I've got crystals, but they might be a bit too big to go on cards. Succulents. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need one more. And quote. Okay, so that's what the words are today. I am going to have a think about it. What can we have together? I'm thinking Christmas tree with jewels and crystals. I'm thinking succulents and quote. See what we can come up with there. And torn edges and thankful. That might not be how they end up. That's what I'm thinking of at the moment. Let's see what happens. So here is the first card. I've changed it up a bit. I am doing thankful, torn edges and quote on one card, succulents on another, and Christmas tree and crystals on the third. Just because I can't find a quote that I could think of that would go with succulents. So thankful, torn edges and quote are going onto one card. I have no idea what I'm doing with the succulents one yet. Not a clue. Got an idea for the Christmas tree and crystals. I mean, it makes sense. Christmas tree decorated with crystals. But I know exactly what I'm doing with this one. I think. So, a few days back, probably a couple of weeks back, I did some printing with real leaves. And this is what I got. So I'm going to use some of this. I am going to use one of these images from ink and paper. No, can't remember the name. I'll put a link in the description to the channel that they're from. They do some really awesome freebies. Because I'm thinking thankful harvest, so it makes sense to use one of these autumny type images. And quote, I found a quote. It's about being thankful, and it's cherish every moment. We should be thankful for everything that happens in our lives, if it's good or bad, because even the bad can lead to good. But there you go. So that is what I'm working with. Obviously, torn edges are important. So that's, it means I don't have to use scissors. Yay. I'm going to start off with some of this in the background. Start with the torn edges, shall we? I really want to get some of the green in, maybe. I've got to remember I need the card to be seen underneath. So if I go like that. A little bit off the bottom, like so. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I'm going to get rid of this bit in the corner that I don't need. And we'll stick that down. Where'd I put my glue? Focal point. I found it. So I'm just going to glue stick this down. Oh, I forgot. I do need to sand the card, remember? Things don't stick to the shiny very well. So I've just got to go and get my sandpaper and sand the cards. And once I've done that, I'll be right back. There you go, just taking some of the shine off the surface, giving what you're gluing down something to stick to. These are really not the greatest cards for taking the shine off, but hey ho, it is what it is. They are cheap cards. And if you have noticed the wrist bandage on my wrist, it's nothing major to worry about. I have a trapped nerve that is causing me a little bit of discomfort. I say little, quite a bit of discomfort, which is why I haven't been crafting the last, or a lot lately, because it's just made me grumpy. And no one needs to hear me grumpy. I don't need to hear me grumpy, but it's made me extra grumpy. So, there we go. So we'll pop that down. Now I need to get one of the images from here, and I'm liking the scarecrow, so that's what I'm going to go for. And I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. I'm going to cut it out and then decide if I'm going to tear it or not. I know it says torn edges, but I've already done torn edges, so I don't necessarily need to do torn edges on this bit. And I just had my scissors, and now I don't know where I put them. These ones will do. I don't like these ones. They're tiny and they're annoying, but they will do. I can't cut straight lines. I have told you 100,000,000 times. So doing torn edges is quite nice for me, because then I don't have to worry so much about the straight lines, because they're not meant to be straight. But yeah, I'm going to go for the scarecrow. I think so, yeah. I mean, I quite like that. That's me. Or it used to be me. I don't read very much anymore. My eyes, as I get older, are not as good. It's not as fun reading. I do like reading. It's nice to escape, isn't it, into the world of make-believe. Right, okay. So obviously I can't put that on. That's going to cover the whole lot. I'm thinking I want the scarecrow and these pumpkins. I'm probably going to go like that. I'm not going to tear it. I am going to cut. Just because I want specific things, and if I cut, I'm going to lose those. Oh, if I tear, I'm likely to lose those because, accuracy and all that. So I'm just going to cut along there. Cut around. Looks like he's got a witch's hat. Yay. I don't think, do I want the birds? No, I don't want the birds. I was humming and erring about it. So yeah, I could have torn around here, but the probability is I would have lost half of the image that I wanted to keep. So that's why I haven't. I've cut around. There we go. Just sticking that on like that. I think so. I've got to trim off a bit because it's a little bit too big. So I'm just going to trim off a tiny sliver over here. Down to that corner. Do I like it? I do. And I don't mind that there's not that much shown of the other stuff behind. Although I could move it over and show more of that. Shall I do that? I mean, I could move it all the way over to there, like so, showing that I don't like that. I think I'm okay with just showing the little bit behind, because then I can still see it's a card. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to stick that down. This is a really easy one. It is literally sticking down paper on paper on paper. There we go. I think I've set that a bit lower than I originally planned, so I'm probably going to have to trim off. Yeah, trim off a little bit at the bottom and around that edge. But that's easy enough to do. She says. Still that little bit at the bottom, just not quite there. There we go. That looks pretty cute. I quite like that. So now I just need to stick down my quote, which is cherish every moment. Now it's a bit too long to go that way. I could, what I'm going to probably do is going to cut it into 3 sections. That's what I'm going to do. Oh. Cherish every moment. And then we can lie it out. Cherish every... Where did I put moment? There it is. Moment. I'll just play about with it, see how it fits. It doesn't have to be, yeah, see, I mean, it looks quite good like that, all skewiffy, like it's falling, like leaves falling from a tree. So let's put that down, and that, it would be the first card complete. Oh no, that's too high up, that's covering the pumpkin's face. Why did you do that? Luckily with the glue stick, it is movable. That's better. Yeah, if you can't pick up a bit of paper, lick your finger. Tap it. And then you end up being able to pick it up. that picked up because I got glue on my finger now. So, there we go. I'm really happy with that one. Cherish every moment. I will be back with the other 3 in a little while. Bye-bye for now. Oh, the other 2 in a little while. I ain't doing 4 today. Be back in a little while.